Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as Pandya Kingdom. In the last episode we've just been fighting this subjugation war against Rashtrakuta for these two counties, which is taking a little longer than we might have expected, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. We've probably basically won it at this point. We're just waiting for sieges to get our war score to 100%. We should take care of a couple of other things first. We no longer have a wife since she died last year, so we should probably go ahead and get ourselves married again. And we'll take the ambition to do that. We should look for probably... well, it doesn't really matter. I guess we don't need to worry about producing any good heirs since we have a few already. I suppose we could marry this strong girl, or rather betroth ourselves since she's not of age yet. Sure, why don't we just do that? That is fine. So, we have a good chunk of ticking war score against us since we haven't been occupying the war goal. But once this siege finishes, that should get wiped out. And we can probably win the war pretty quickly from there. We don't need to worry about the army just yet, since they don't have enough troops to actually siege this, though there are some on the way. And apparently they're just leaving again, so that's okay. It looks like they're trying to fight some of my vassals here. Possibly as part of the war that the Duke is involved in up here. Well, once this siege is over, I think we'll probably go and fight this army. Okay, immediately up to 80%. Since that was enough to get rid of the ticking war score against us. This war isn't going quite as I thought it would. I lose more men per battle than I'd planned, and the sieges is going on forever. More manpower and more siege weapons is what I need. Perhaps a friend could assist me with this. I can ask my friend to join the war, or ask him for money, or I need no help, this war will be won soon. Well, it will be won soon. I suppose we could ask him for some money, though. Apparently we've just gone down to 75%. I guess the prisoner that we had may have died, or otherwise become irrelevant to the war. My letter could have gotten lost in any number of ways. Truthfully, sometimes I wished it would. The shame of having to ask a friend for help gnawed at me until I got his response. And he joined my war. Okay. Well, I think I remember specifically asking you for money, but okay. I'll accept it. Your attempts to increase the province levy has met with nothing but failure. Okay. That's unfortunate. But we are backed up to 84% from some of those battles. Don't suppose he'll give up yet, no. My son asked me for a fief of his own. We can diplomatically refuse him. And a granddaughter was born. Quick granddaughter, okay. So this is our likely future heir, of course. I should... Actually, I'm a brilliant strategist. I can continue to educate him myself. I don't need to get him to a better guardian. My lover has carefully approached me about her Hindu beliefs, trying to convert me to her way of worship. I'll say no, but won't take action. And betrothed can marry. That means me. So let's do it. I wonder if we can invite people to carousing while we're at war. I guess not, unless we still have the cooldown. I guess not, okay. Makes sense if we have to be at peace. Okay, we won that siege up to 88%. And we have a call to arms from the Maharaja of Pala Kingdom. I suppose we'll accept. I'll just stay here in siege, I think. Actually, I might just assault this one. See if we can get this ended a little quicker than otherwise. And we'll assault this one too. Gets us up to 97%. This one is not assaultable, but it's a city. Oh no, it's not a city, it's a temple. Okay. So it should be relatively quick to siege. And it should give us the additional 2% that we need to actually win this. So it seems like our Duke's war is over. And he lost. Which is probably our preferred outcome. And actually we've got up to 100% somehow, even though I didn't actually do anything. Oh right, it's taking war score since we control the entire target area. So we can enforce our demands now. So what happened was we gained these two counties personally. So that's nice, good to know. I'm not sure if that is going to be always the outcome or whether the Maharaja here owned them himself and that's why we gained them. If we always gain the counties directly in a subjugation war, then that's a very nice CV and I'll be declaring them more often, but I don't actually know that for sure. We'll give away the counties to some random characters and then transfer the vassalage to the de jure duke, though. When I say random characters, I of course mean characters carefully selected and not already a ruler. They do have to be an adult and not a member of a great house. Otherwise, I'm not too concerned about who we give them to. Actually, no, he's just a courtier. So he should desire control of those counties now. He's also ambitious, which means he's not going to like me too much even still. However, giving him the vassals he desires will help out a bit. Oh, in fact it got us right the way up to 100. Okay. Oh, he lost the ambitious trait, I guess. Or at least he no longer has an opinion modifier because of it. For some reason. That's fine. So, of course, we lost our retinue in that war, so we should probably try to rebuild them at some point. Did he just revoke those counties from the two characters that I transferred the vassalage to? Wow. I feel like I should be annoyed about this. Wondered why he was able to do it so easily. Apparently did it without any tyranny. Too. Oh well. We need to appoint a new steward, so we'll do that. No factions, which is good. Every time my grandson meets a stranger, he looks like he might faint. We will try and make him gregarious. We didn't, but he's not shy, so that's something. And a message about invite to plot. Again, I think against the same person, but I'm still going to decline. So we'll have a truce with Rashtrakuta for... I'm not sure how long. Only until 1915 or 915. Not 1915, that would be a very long truce. I guess it was a long war. Our allies' war is not going too well. Suppose we could consider going to help him, but I don't really want to. Getting those two counties will have got us closer to being able to form an empire as well. Though we are still pretty far away. We actually control exactly 50% of the counties now. Which I suppose is some kind of milestone at least. So this land is de jure part of the Empire. And we could also consider attacking Maharashtra as well. Though we do not have a CB on him. We no longer have the subjugation CB against Rashtrakuta either. So I suspect it may be a once per lifetime thing. I don't think there's anywhere that we'll actually see the cooldown though. It's fine though, we are pretty old, so we'll most likely inherit as our son pretty soon and be able to use that again. In the meantime though, we are at peace now, so we can probably start carousing. Why don't we invite our son? Why not all our sons? We should invite our daughters as well. Or we can't. Same realm, I guess she's married off somewhere. Invite our illegitimate half-sister though. No? Also not the same realm. Alright, could invite council members. Especially the ones that aren't at 100 opinion with me, and any somewhat grumpy vassals. Guess I already invited this guy. Alright, I think that's enough people for the moment. Do we have any CBs against you? We can claim a county, I think, for a duke vassal, but I don't think I would really want to do that. I did not understand fear before, but once you have felt your legs shake and teeth chatter with fear, then it is hard to remain brave. Oh, so we lose the trait brave. That's not good. Oh well. Alright, she is refusing my invitation. So is he. My son is refusing. How rude. And my heir also is coming. Most people are coming. Call to arms. I think I will decline this one because it might cancel my carousing, and I'm looking forward to it. Also, I'd like to hold a Diwali feast, which I can only do while we are at peace, I believe. It's also not the right time of war. Right time of year. Not time of war. Vassal inheritance warning. Okay. Guests have arrived for the feast. Got some monthly prestige. These days of revelry are an excellent escape. So many laughs and so many intense conversations in such a short time. It brings you closer to your companions. You feel like good friends already. So we become best friends with our vassal here. My wife is pregnant. Didn't invite her to the feast. Probably should have. Or could have. The reveling and carousing is over for now. Time to get back to real life. Okay. We get dedicated carouser. Diplomacy +2. Which I think is an upgrade of our previous trait. So let's do that then. Not sure if we have to go carousing again to possibly get a lifestyle trait. I don't think we can actually get one since we have Theologian already. But I think we'll stick with this focus at least for one more party. Let's see if there are any claimants available to the duchy down here. There is a weak claim. Plenty of weak claims, which aren't quite useful to us yet, since there is an adult male non-regency in charge. A delegation from your subjects has arrived. Large-scale forest clearing work is being done in one of your provinces. Recent illnesses amongst the elephants mean the peasants don't have enough of the animals to be able to finish in time before the rainy season. They ask you to lend them elephants to speed up the work. We can send elephants, which will cost us 35 gold, or we can send soldiers, which will be cheaper, or we can say, your problems are not my concern. We'll send them elephants, we have a decent amount of money. Which, incidentally, we should spend some of on making some retinues. Why don't we build some war elephant retinues? Build 3 of those and then use the rest for skirmish retinues. Probably a terrible composition, but it'll do. And let's hold our Diwali feast. Gonna cost us another 35 gold, but that's okay. To properly celebrate the seasonal feast, you should invite all your vassals. It will be a grand feast. In the Indian Autumn Feast, tradition dictates that you offer a gift to your spouse. So we have the option to spend money on our lover instead, but since we have just married our new wife, I think we'll get her a jeweled necklace. Castle is decorated with flowers and colourful tapestries, carpets and ribbons. All the guests have arrived. There is a bustle of people all eager and full of festive spirits. It's time for the feast to begin. So far it seems pretty much the same as it was when we were Hindu, so perhaps there's actually no change. Time for the traditional ceremony of gifts. 30% chance she falls in love with me. She didn't. The darkest night of the Diwali is here, the most important night of the feast. Candles and lamps are lit everywhere. The guests stroll across the painted and decorated floor wearing colourful dress. Rich and sweet food is served. The attainment of Nirvana of Lord Mahavira, the last Tirthankar is celebrated with the victory of good over evil and knowledge over ignorance. So I guess that is somewhat new. Let us celebrate and gain 30 purity. The feast is over, but it was a fantastic feast. As the guests make their way home, you sit down and smile to yourself, pleased at how things turned out. I should go again next year. If we remember and aren't at war. My daughter is of legal age and became Midas touched. Okay. Well, we're about out of time for this episode, so we'll leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.